There's absolute chaos in America right now. That country is burning down. They don't trust their president. They don't even trust both parties trying to run for the office at the moment. Now think of that for a second. They are definitely not happy over there in America, and that gives this unrest, hateful feeling in the country. In China it doesn't exist, so I can't really see how China can be a villain on that point. Let's talk about the CV breakout. Look how China handled it. They instantly went onto the problem, found solutions, and tried to figure out how to keep their people safe, how to keep the economy safe, and how to find a way to make their people trust in them that everything will be okay. China never criticized any other country or went onto social medias and news networks and bashed other countries and tried to make them look cool. No, China kept quiet, and they all did it by action. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, right there, that is how a country should manage issues and problems and disasters. Again, if you look at America, they are in a big mess at the moment regarding the COVID-19. The top leaders can't handle it. They don't know how to handle it. They leave their people in this mindset of stress, and they make them believe this will never end. Again, look at China. We are out of trouble. I'm not even wearing my face mask. A lot of people around me are not wearing their face masks because it's safe. The way China handled it was fantastic. It's an awesome system. They jumped onto the problem and bam, they sorted it out. And yeah, I know there's a lot of people that's going to say, but on Chinese media they bashed all other countries. Listen, my wife is Chinese. She reads news every single day. There were little to none bashing of other countries on Chinese news networks. They did laugh though when foreigners didn't want to wear their face masks. If we look at Hong Kong, again, the world went crazy and they blamed China and they bashed China for implementing a security law in Hong Kong. The truth is, my friends, China went in there to restore law and order. And I think that's what Trump keeps on tweeting out. The funny thing is both countries agree to law and order. But if China does it in a city like Hong Kong, where youngsters were burning down buildings, setting people alight, breaking down the city, China is the villain. I seriously can't understand it. Double standards. The economy of China is busy growing so strong that they will become the #1 country in the world. And the rest of the world can't handle this. They want to make China a villain for working hard. Hey, listen, China is a pro-working country. And if I can recall correctly, I think that's what Trump stands for as well. And that is an American value. Working hard for the money you earn. That is what's happening over here in China. The Chinese people are working hard to build up their economy because they want to be #1, but they want to do it without war. And here's something for you to think about. If you don't have work in your country, you will turn to crime. That is what China is busy doing. They are working hard, all of them together, to create more jobs for each and every person of these 1.4 billion people to have a steady income monthly to look after them and their families. Now that for me is amazing, and I can't see why the world will think China is the villain. Chinese people are so sad and oppressed, I hear you say down there in the comment section. Absolutely not. That is an absolute lie. The Chinese people are happy. They know what they want in life. They believe in their government. They believe in their systems. They are goddamn happy of being Chinese. You do get immigrants that go into America and other countries. The Chinese people that do that are normally the guys with a super cool skill. They go abroad, make a ton of money, come back to their home country, and they live an awesome life here in their beloved China. And this is a funny for me. The government works so hard for its people that the people are happy. They love their country, they love the government systems, but instantly the government has been labeled as a villain. Again, the world says China is the villain. I can't understand it. Let's talk about Xinjiang for a minute here. You, my friends, you have been fooled for a very long time by the Western fake news. Listen, let me tell you what is happening in Xinjiang. The Chinese people are fighting terrorism over there and extremism. It's exactly the same as what America does. But again, if China goes into an area and fights against terrorism, then instantly they are labeled as the villain. I seriously, again, can't get my head around this. You tell me why. And the last point I want to talk about today is the state state-controlled media. I think it's a brilliant system because look at what's happening again in America. You have Fox News, you have CNN, all of these news networks are absolute full of lies, and they lie to their people to make them believe in a narrative the news agencies want you to believe. Here in China, they block that from happening. The Chinese government prevent this from happening. That is why everything goes through the state to make sure that the news the Chinese people consume are true and trustworthy and real news. CNN, Fox News, all of that news networks, they are one big lie. In China, it doesn't happen. So to end off this video, I have a few questions for you guys. A country that upholds unity and sacrifice, is that a terrorist nation? A country that was broken down by war and came out of poverty, is that such an evil thing? Or is this just a threatened West trying to paint China into this evil, evil villain?
抖音、